with the Huskies head coach. He said that first win has really helped settle this team in. They knew they could possibly be good, being ranked in the preseason poll, but now they're proving it on the field. He said, we've just got to do it week in and week out, and that starts today. They are taking that 1-0 mentality into every single game. Today is no different. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Glad to have you with us from Bowers Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies and the Sam Houston State Bearcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Huskies head coach before the game. They continue to be without their starting running back, but the good news, their backup is off to a terrific start. He was able to step in and have a very productive game last week. We'll see if he's able to keep up that same energy and same stamina here today. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Henry. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. Trying to establish the run. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Snapped it in the shotgun. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This time they'll go to the running game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Might as well run him again. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Bearcats are flying down the field. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Long way to go on second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Finds his man, it's Avent. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get it through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
It to the back. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Keep it on the ground. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Fresh set of downs going up top. Swings it out to the flat. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Flips it out to the back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. A run for the quarterback. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Got to make the play on 4th. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Handoff to the lone back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Left side is Spargava. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice gain by the offense.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. The run to the right. Turning it on. 10. And he's in. Pounded his way score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Working that left side now. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Holds on. It's Jordan. Hits the afterburners. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And the Bearcats in the hurry-up. A first down run on the doorstep. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
And he makes the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his target.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in, it's Kingsbury. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now on 2nd down. Just got rid of that one.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Finds his man on the RPO. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. From the gun, looking for a man. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to throw one first. Hauls it in. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got him downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal, but look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own end. From the gun. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Bearcats. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Drops back on first down. Throws to the tight end. Out wide right, it's Kingsbury. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We get things going here with a look at Charlotte taking on the number 11 team, the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the 49ers, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Right back to the well. Ran through the contact. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the gun. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Give to the back. He's past the sticks. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
He's looking to throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Into the end zone for 6.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henry. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called.
There he goes! He'll work his way down to the 28. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bearcats! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gets the back moving. Got an alley. Breaks into the open. Past the 6. Powers through. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Out wide left, it's Bargava. He was draped all over him as soon as he caught the ball. Knocked him down behind the line, and they get the stop on 4th down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Rid of it on the RPO. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be dropped.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Changing the routes with his receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get to first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Snags a quick pass on the left. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Finds his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They give it back to him. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Makes the grab.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to pass. Got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. Fresh set of downs going up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
2nd down to the air. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
You just can't say enough about how this defense has played today. They came in here, David, as the underdog. They wanted to prove everybody wrong. They got turnovers today, and they get a massive stop at the end of the game when they need it most. Just can't say enough about the D.
Man, they were the underdogs, but this defense, they thought they could play fast. They thought they could cause some havoc, and they did. And how about this at the end of the game? When you needed it the most, they called game. They got the big stop, came up crucial in crucial moments.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.